And before we begin or go any farther, this was such a shocking and unexpected event that one day Herbie was at work and was going in for a simple surgery, and not even he had no idea that he was nearing anywhere near the end of his journey here. Said to people at work, I'll be back for work next week, and here are some phone numbers. So to just bring to our attention so that we can understand what it was that happened, Dr. Doug Arbon is going to speak to us for just a few minutes, because there are so many questions and we keep looking to each other and asking questions, and more questions than the family is able to answer. So, Doug, would you please come up?
Herbie wasn't perfect, although his hair made one view aspects of him as perfect. One of the congenital defects that Herbie had was a small weakness between the chest cavity and the abdominal cavity, separated by the diaphragm. Small defect called a hernia. The chest has a little negative pressure in it, so over 55 years, some of the stomach and intestines gradually were sucked up into his chest, into his mediastinum. That was okay until a little twist occurred, stopping blood supply to that bowel. And that was the real problem. So when Herbie went in for surgery, the surgeon not only had to take out that bowel, probably some of which was dead and giving him problems, but had to repair that. And the way they do that is with a small mesh. And in stapling that mesh around the diaphragm, one of the staples hit this distorted anatomy, hit part of the heart. Very, very small staples, and that is the real problem that had him go to Scripps Memorial Hospital. Now, the one thing that I want to say is that Jeannie has been told this complete story. I think there was nothing out, tried to be covered up. This was all out in the open. And Herbie had a tough enough time just with that acidosis and the problems from the twisted bowel. But the complicating factor was that small staple. I think the nice thing is that Herbie really never suffered, never knew about that, and who knows the future? Who knows day by day what would have occurred had that staple not been present? But that is sort of what occurred as far as Jean has been able to appreciate and relate to the close family members. So we cherish Herbie, we cherish Jean and Kenny and Arlen and the family. That, from a medical perspective, is what occurred.
And we wanted to state that early because the question was hanging there. But as we move forward,